True strength is not about speaking louder. It is about responding better. Think of someone who interrupts you, talks over you, and seems to win only because they make noise. Now imagine doing the opposite. You stay calm. You do not explain yourself. You do not enter their drama. You say one short, clear, intelligent sentence, and suddenly they lose control in words. This is not about winning arguments, but about protecting your peace and dignity. Stoic wisdom teaches that reacting emotionally gives others power over your mind, while calm control keeps you strong. One powerful response is simply saying, I don't need to raise my voice to be right. This works because loud people depend on chaos to dominate. When you stay calm and grounded, you expose their insecurity. Your silence and steady tone create contrast, chaos on one side and mental strength on the other. And if they keep shouting after that, it becomes obvious that their volume is not confidence but weakness. This kind of behavior is insecurity wearing armor. Epictetus said that a person who cannot control their tongue becomes a slave to their impulses. When you respond calmly, you show the opposite. You are not controlled by anyone's tone or dragged by provocation. You are no longer arguing. You are setting the atmosphere. One strong response is saying, the way you speak says more about you than about me. Because some people do not attack ideas. They attack dignity with sarcasm, jokes, and humiliation to make. You react. This sentence does not insult or explain. It simply refuses to carry what is not yours. When someone throws a toxic comment and you calmly say this while holding eye contact, the room often goes quiet because the insult loses its target. An insult only works if you accept it. Marcus Aurelius taught that the best revenge is not to become like the person who hurts you. You control the meaning you give to words, and that freedom makes controlling people uncomfortable. Now the phrase manipulators hate most is, let's talk when we can do it with respect. Because some conversations are traps meant to push you into reacting and then blaming you. Many people stay because they think leaving means losing. But this sentence calmly ends a cycle. It is not a complaint but a clear boundary. It says, I do not accept disrespect. If they change their tone, you bring them into your frame. If they do not, their intentions are exposed. Either way, you win without aggression, only calm. Controlled, I do not explain this phrase too much and do not make a speech because its power is in its simplicity. It is a closed door, and you do not argue at a closed door. You decide if it opens. The next response is, I prefer not to continue this conversation. There comes a moment when it is clear the other person is not listening or trying to understand, and only wants to win even if it hurts or exhausts you. Many people stay because they want closure, but there is no closure with someone who feeds on conflict. This sentence is a clean and calm exit. It is not aggressive or dramatic, and it does not ask for permission. You say it calmly and you leave, because no one can touch your inner peace without your consent, and walking away from a toxic conversation is not weakness, but self-control. Your attention is valuable, and giving it to chaos costs you peace. Another response is, that is your opinion. I respect it, but I do not share it. Not every disagreement is with an enemy. Sometimes it is with friends or family who push their views. This sentence lets you stand firm without turning it into a fight. It says, I hear you, but I am not changing. You do not attack their view. You simply refuse to adopt it. That is emotional independence. To make these 5 responses work, they must become natural. The words matter, but the calm delivery matters more. Sometimes silence is stronger, and sometimes leave it without saying anything is the smartest move. But when you speak, do it with control. Remember these lines, because repetition turns them into habit. When you stop reacting as people expect, you change the power dynamic. Over time, people treat you differently, not because you're aggressive, but because you are harder to manipulate, and your calm becomes your strength.